Welcome to the Buckland Valley State Forest, and we're at a campground called Shippens Flat. Let's go check it out. Shippens Flat Campground is approximately 3 hours and 59 minutes from Melbourne CBD, around about 345 kilometres. To get there, you need to travel down Buckland River Road. And if you're looking for supplies, the closest places are Porepunkah and Bright for all your shopping and fuel needs. Now, dogs are allowed at this campground. There's a drop toilet, there's river water which is non-drinkable, there are fire pits, it's free to stay, there are 4-wheel-drive tracks and walking trails, it's suitable for swimming and fishing, there's intermittent 3G phone reception, it is a state forest, it is suitable for tents, RV, motorhomes, caravans and camper trailers, and it's a dirt road entry. Here at Shippens Flat Campground, there are no marked sites. You can set up wherever you like in the designated areas. So feel free to pick that perfect spot for you. And as you can see, it's quite a large area, this campground. There are areas where it's just open, and there's areas that are under trees with shade, and there are areas that are right next to the river. As you're looking for us close by, you'll notice on the drive-in there are markers there with numbers indicating the amount of distance in or out. So get on that radio, get to channel 40, and hear if they're coming out of the Buckland or in the Buckland with that number. That means they're either going to be close by and you want to pull over, because that road is narrow at times. As we walk in, you can see there are large open spaces on either side. We make our way to the left. The road is just there if you're going to camp in this area, so bear that in mind. But as you get deeper down, there's some fire pits scattered around. Feel free to bring your own fire pits as well. And along this stretch here, there's river access. Now, in most places around here, you can get to the river. Some are not as easy as others. So depending on your platform, like I mentioned, you can set up wherever you feel comfortable. Always be mindful where you set up under trees. But have a look at that. That is just amazing. What a backdrop, what wonderful scenery, and being immersed into all these trees and nature. And this greenery, this is grass. You're camping on grass. How wonderful is this? Take it all in, take your time, and think about that perfect spot where you would set up. We've got much more of this area to explore. And as you've noticed, as you get closer to this side of the river, the bank here, it is a bit high up and uneven. So keep that in mind with whatever platform you're going through, because it is free range where you can set up. There's another fire pit. And as we pan around, you can see there is a bit of an angle on this stretch. Just have a look at that. So we'll keep following the road. It does veer off into two areas. We're just going to keep going straight into these trees in this area. More campgrounds around here. And you are totally off-grid. Very minimal phone reception. No facilities other than that drop toilet. You are in amongst it. As we move along, the road can be a little bit choppy at times. That's okay. Nothing to worry about there, just drive a bit slower. And we'll continue on further down this road to show you the other areas. Just here there's some more sites with a fire pit, but we're going to head to the left and go down to the river. And as we look, there's a path down to the river. Be mindful, it is a narrow path. I know what you're thinking, the anticipation. I want to see what this river looks like. And this Buckland River is beautiful. You can see it there. There it is. And with anybody in general or small children, just be mindful of the walk down. Have a look at that. That's the river. Imagine hanging out, swimming in that, enjoying that. This is very special. Just take it all in. I can't tell you enough how much I enjoyed relaxing and swimming and appreciating this river and its natural beauty. Look how clear the water is. Enough of that, let's keep looking at these campgrounds. And here's that space we just showed you before. Plenty of areas to set up all the way through here, with those fire pits scattered across. Some areas are much more level than others. Some have these wonderful swivel pans and fire pits. Pick your spot. That sense of freedom is absolutely wonderful. As we get deeper in, it does flatten out a lot more. Look at that beautiful grass. Magnificent. Just space all around you. Let's continue to walk down this strip along the river. More sights along here. To the left, it is on an angle, slight angles. Here's a fire pit that you can use. You are pretty close to the drop toilet in this section, which is just to the left. There it is there. As we continue to move deeper in, there are plenty of sites to set up. This area is the closest to that drop toilet. When you're driving along this dirt road, when it's wet, it can get muddy and boggy. More sites scattered around. There's another fire pit. To get in here, you really feel like you're in amongst the trees a lot more than the other areas. And yes, we are following the path of the river. This is as close as you're going to get in this campground to the river. As you saw earlier, further back, open space. Here, look, another path that leads us to the river. Now, it's a bit of a steep path, so be careful. Look at that. Beautiful rocks. You really feel like you're in paradise here. You feel like you're in a hidden valley. Well, actually, you're in the Buckland Valley. Up we go, back to the top. You have an abundance of areas to set up, but you are moving further away from the drop toilets. Let's continue our walk through. We'll follow this road to the end, and it does loop back to where we started. So if you're wondering where the turning points are, there are places where you can turn around. Oh look, more locations. It just keeps going on along this river stretch. So wonderful. And I do keep going on about the trees, the whole location, and how you're immersed in all this wilderness and nature. When you're there, you'll feel exactly the same. Now here's that open space I mentioned at the beginning. You are further away from the river, but you have that lovely backdrops of trees, this open space. How's that? Wow. There's some shady spots. My recommendation, if you're gonna camp out in the open space, bring some shelter. And here's that loop. Straight past the drop toilets. Let's have a look. Quite clean. Remember to leave the seat down when you finish. They do wash it out. And some hand sanitizer. There you go, that's the facilities of this campground. Now we'll follow this main road back to that main section at the beginning. But anywhere along here you can set up camp. And if shade and cover is something that's very important to you, this is probably the best area if you're looking for that kind of coverage. As we move out, this is our open space. And I know I did say that this is the furthest away from the drop toilet. It is quite centrally located. So big open space, and you are furthest away from the river. Look at me, I'm on a log here in Shippens Flat Campground in Buckland Valley in Victoria. Come and enjoy the lovely surroundings, and remember, camp by me and you'll be a happy camper. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe on our channel and click that notify button so you don't miss out on any content we upload. Also, check out our social media, follow us and our website with our amazing interactive map of Australia. Did you see that turn? You weren't recording, were you? You weren't recording, were you? You were? Huh? Oh. So you did get my lovely catwalk turn. That was good.
Are you ready?
Whenever I'm ready. Okay, Shippens Flat. What did you want me to say? Buckland Valley State Forest. But I didn't say it on the other one. Let's see how I can get onto this log with gumboots. I don't want to split my pants again.